Hello, everyone. Hi, how are we? Happy Monday. I always love the first Monday of a brand new month because it just feels full of open possibility, right? It's like the blank page in a brand new notebook. It just feels like anything is possible. And so I want to start off today just reminding you that you can start over anytime. You could start over anytime. Your baggage can disappear, your disappointments from the past, like everything weighing on your shoulders, you can choose right now today to let it go and just start showing up as the person that you want to be, as the person that you know you are, as people around you that you admire. You can just start showing up today as her. It doesn't matter what you did last week. It doesn't matter any of that. It is a brand new opportunity today, this week, this month to run your business how you really want to run it and just show up and ultimately make yourself proud and make yourself feel good. Okay, so today we are going to talk about 5 things to do during a slow week. Okay. And the biggest thing I want you to know as we start this conversation is just that slow weeks are normal. Okay. Slow days are normal. Slow months are normal. Slower years are normal. Okay. And I know that that might sound like a non business coach thing to say to you guys because of course, I teach you how to set yourself up so you can get rid of those slow weeks and have strategies to stop them from happening. But it's also so important to understand that as entrepreneurs, having slow times is okay. It's normal. It's part of the process. So if you're in one of those, if you're in a phase where your sales are down a little bit from last year, or May's numbers were a little lower than May 2023's numbers, I just first want to give you permission to breathe and be like, okay, I am normal. It's normal for businesses to fluctuate, go up and down, and everything like that. Okay. If we set our expectation of it's going to just be like this all the time, forever, we are really, really setting ourselves up for disappointment. And like we're going to talk about, disappointment and letting ourselves get discouraged is one of the most dangerous things that we can do, because when we lose hope, when we are discouraged, we can actually start sabotaging the future success of our business. Okay? So that's why I want to really talk about, here's your game plan for a slow week. Okay? Here are 5 things that you can really do to set yourself up for success. So, for those of you who don't know me yet, if this is the very first time you're watching, if this is the very first time that you're listening to the Successful Hairstylist podcast, I want to welcome you. I'm so, so happy you're here. Thank you for making time for yourself and your business today. I am Ren Lopa. I am the creator of the Successful Hairstylist community and podcast. You can find me on Instagram at Ren Lopa Official. I have been helping hairstylists, salons, and beauty schools get new clients, as many as they want in any economic climate, right? It's a very, very practical place here. And after every episode, it's like learning is great, but you're not going to binge learn today. Okay. You are going to listen to this episode. Then, when it's over, I want you to mark in your calendar when you are going to take action. What is something you hear today that I talk about that you can take away and be like, all right, I can do that one thing this week. And then I just want you to put it in your calendar so you remember to actually do it and then start taking action. The most successful hairstylists, business owners, everything are the ones that just take action. They don't overthink it. They're open to experimenting and trying different things, and they just do and see what happens and then do it better, do it different. But that's how we learn super quickly. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So let me pull up my notes here. Close this a little bit. Okay, so number one of the 5 things that we are going to do during a slow week is we are actually going to nurture our mindset and nurture our spirit. It is so real that, like, the up and downs emotionally of owning a business and working behind the chair and how everything fluctuates, it is so real that we can get discouraged, we can get upset, we can doubt ourselves. It's like on a busy day, we're like, "Wow, I can actually do this. I'm the best hairstylist in the world." And then the next week when it's slow or when we have cancellations or when everything falls apart, it's like, "Wait, I'm not cut out for this. I don't know. I don't know if I can do this." And you start looking around at part-time jobs or full-time jobs out of the industry because you're freaked out, right? Like we have all been there and that's so normal. But what happens is we are taking this fear, right? We're taking this fear, we're taking this anxiety, and then we're channeling it away from our dream, away from our potential, away from our progress. So I want you guys to really see stress and anxiety as energy. Okay. So when you have those feelings come up, be like, okay, cool. I have all this extra energy in my body. How can I spend this energy in a productive way? So, the first thing, like what this could look like, I'm going to give you a bunch of ideas for this, but the first thing that I think could really help keep you motivated, keep you in a good headspace, keep you in your purpose is reading over all of your good reviews. Okay. I know you guys have a ton of good reviews, right? Even if you haven't had a good review in a while, I want you to go to your reviews that you have and I just want you to read through them. Out loud is even better, right? Read them out loud, like how Jimmy Kimmel makes people read their insults in front of the camera. Like, go read them in the mirror to yourself, but read them out loud. Hear those words and remind yourself why you're doing this. Okay. So, go read your good reviews. You can also come over on YouTube and look up a affirmation video regarding either business, regarding positive like mental attitude, regarding finances. But come on YouTube and just put on a few minutes of like positive affirmations to speak over yourself, right? You are powerful. You are empowered. There has never been in the history of the world a better time to be a hairstylist growing a business behind the chair, okay, than right now. Right now is the time. You have more opportunity for free at your fingertips than people have ever had, okay? So even when it sucks, even when it feels like you're never going to make enough money to justify being independent, pour into yourself and take care of your spirit, okay? When we let ourselves fall into negative thinking or feel like a victim of the economy, the algorithm, customer behavior, whatever, we start self-sabotaging. It just begins a cycle that you don't want to be in, right? We start to doubt ourselves. Then we don't take action on the things that we know grows our business because what's the point? Okay. Then you go from one slow week, you start repeating that same slow week every time. If it's your fourth week of the month, now it's repeating every month, then it's getting bigger every month. Okay. We don't need to do that. You deserve better than that. Okay. And if you've been in that cycle before, welcome to being a human being, right? Like that's totally normal for us to sabotage ourselves in all kinds of ways. But you know what? You turned on this training today. So now you know better and you can do better. Okay. So when you feel that stress and anxiety, when you feel that fear and doubt, pour into your spirit. That should be a little flag that goes up that says, wait, Ren told me to take care of myself. Okay. So that is number one. We are not going to let ourselves for 1 minute think that there's nothing we can do to change it. Okay. That's number one. Number two, okay, this is where we get into more of like the action oriented, how you can turn a slow week into a busier week than slow. So, number two is I want you to reach out to lost clients. So, how I classify a lost client, if you guys don't know, is anyone who you've seen many times, so more than 2 times, who hasn't been in a long time. Okay. We are going to reach out to them, whether that's a text, an email, Whether you get out little cards and you mail them a handwritten note, whatever that looks like, I want you to go through and do that. So this could be you sitting for an hour and looking through your schedule from the past couple years and just really picking out like, hey, we had a great vibe. She loved her hair. Let me reach out to her. And you can do that however you want. I have a script guide. It's like a stylist scripts for to get fully booked behind the chair. And I have some scripts in there for like how to send an I miss you card or what that can sound like. But honestly, don't overthink it. It can literally just be like, hey, I miss you. Like you're due to come in. I would love to see you. Like text me at this number and we'll get you all scheduled. Okay. You have to remember that people go through crazy times of their life where they just forget to take care of themselves. Okay. So I don't want you to, for a second, when someone stops coming to see you like that, think it's personal. Think it's about you because maybe like 1% of the time it's because someone didn't like you. The other percent of the time, 99% of the time is like probably life, could have been finance, but it's like all of these things unrelated to you. Okay, so that's number 2. You are reaching out to lost clients. Now, number 3 is even better than that because you are going to reach out to clients that you've seen in the last like 4 to 8 weeks who are due to come back in, but you didn't rebook their appointment or they said, oh, I'll call you or whatever, right? So you're going to go through your schedule from 5 to 8 weeks, depending on your client cycle, what that looks like, and reach out to those people and be like, hey, I know we didn't make your appointment last time, but you're definitely due. Would Thursday or Friday of this week work better for you, right? We want to get them back in. And this alone, doing this and then the I miss you texts could probably fill a good portion of your week. Okay. If someone responds and you don't hear back from them, the way to follow up on these is after 24 hours, you would just say their name and question mark. Okay. That's it. That's going to bring them right back into the conversation and keep it going. Okay. So that was number 3. Number 4 is now you have time to focus on your marketing. Okay? So what will that look like? What marketing stuff should you be doing? Well, you could create content. You could come up with some fun promotions. You could spend time online engaging with people in your local community so that you're focusing on building your following, getting more people over to your page. You could write an email, like a newsletter. You could text 10 of your best clients and remind them of your referral program and just tell them really how much you appreciate them and love them, right? Like send some gratitude out into the universe with your amazing clients and spend your time on that. So often when it comes to those marketing activities, what do we say? Like, oh, I'm just too busy. I never have time. I never have enough time to be the part-time social media manager of my company. Well, you do this week. Okay. So make some time, capitalize on it, create a few posts so that you have them just ready to go. Send out some love, talk about your referral program, all of that fun stuff. Okay. Today is the day. By the way, we're on step 4 of 5, and these could have all been done within like an hour to 2 hours, just depending on how many clients you have to text or reach out to. So, in just 2 hours, you have not only fed your soul, you have reached out to clients, you have taken proactive action. Hopefully, you've texted some of your favorite clients just to say, I love you so much. Like, thank you for continuing to come and see me. Like, it means so much to me. That gives you endorphins immediately anyway. So, in just these 2 hours, you have felt out of control and now you are in full control driving your business. Okay. So, the last one, tip number 5, what I would do during a slow week is I would share tons of gratitude on social media. Okay. In my Instagram stories. And you might not be feeling grateful right now. You might be feeling freaked out about how you're going to pay your bills and all of that. But we are going to go and show up and share gratitude. So on Instagram stories, it's a picture of you. If you're not talking, that's fine, but it can just be like, I don't take it for granted for a moment that all of you are here following me, that those of you who come to see me could go somewhere else. You're spending your time with me, you're spending your money with me. Like, I don't take it for granted. I love you guys. Like, thank you so much. Like, this is my dream and I'm getting to live it every day. Okay. I want that on Instagram stories, on TikTok, on your personal Facebook, and in a Facebook group in your neighborhood. Okay. Thank you so much to this amazing community for allowing a small business owner who doubted herself to have a business in the area and have so much love and support. Like, thank you so much. Okay, we are just going to blast gratitude everywhere. Now, what this is going to do really is make you feel better because you're grounding yourself in who you really are, right? Which is a happy, thankful person. But you're also, when we express gratitude publicly, when we show up with a positive outlook, we attract more people like that, right? Somebody with a positive outlook, who is a grateful person, who has good energy, is going to see a post like that and be like, damn, I want a hairstylist like that, right? I want someone who is like, loves what she's doing and appreciates everyone who comes to see her. Like, that's amazing. So it can also work to continue to attract more of the right people to you. So what I would do, if you spend a day doing all this stuff, I would spend the next day doing as much of it again as you can, right? Like, you probably can't contact clients like, that's like a one-time thing or like a one-day thing to kind of get rolling, but you could still feed your mindset. If you still have slow days, pick up a business book. Profit First is a great finance book to read for business owners. Read Profit First. Read a book called The Big Leap. Read something else like Fill Your Cup, and then continue focused on this. Focus on your marketing. Share as much gratitude as you can. Okay. Message followers. Hey, thank you so much for following me. I don't take it for granted that you give your attention here when you could give it 1,000 other places. And that's it. In no time, your slow week is going to totally turn around. And the most important thing beyond that is that you are empowering yourself to truly understand that, like, it is not hopeless. You are not a victim sitting there with no opportunity and no way to move forward. You are empowered. It is in your hands. And once we can really teach that to ourselves, I feel like everything eases. Like, the anxiety starts to fade. The fear starts to calm down. The doubt is less loud. And it's because we understand, like, hey, it's slow today, but I have a ton of things that I can do to turn that around for next week. This is so temporary. I've been here before. I've gotten through worse. This is going to be just fine. We can stop taking it like so scary, like almost the end of the world or the end of our business, or that it means something like deep and scary about ourselves or our ability as business owners and hairstylists and any of that. So empower yourself and teach yourself all of the things and all of the opportunities that you really have in your hands. Because yes, sometimes it's going to be slow. Sometimes it's going to be stressful, but that's part of the ride. So the sooner you can learn how to handle these things in a healthy, positive, productive way that moves you forward, the better you're going to feel. And I swear to you, it becomes contagious into every area of your life. Because honestly, you guys, everything is temporary. It is just temporary. It is not personal. Just get up. My husband and I always say, just get up and get back in the ring, right? You took some punches, you fell down, you got knocked out. Just get up, get back in the ring. Get ready for some new punches, but you can throw some punches out there too. Okay, I hope that this has been helpful for you guys. I so appreciate each and every one of you, and I will be seeing you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Now it's time for you to take some action. All right, bye.